Here's some blessings, y'all. I talked on Instagram about wanting to do a video around men and my relationships with men right now. And I feel like I'm moving through some type of density. Like there's a lot on my mind at this moment. So I have a lot to write down. But I figure on this walk, I might as well just get started and pick up where I left off or something like that. The first thing I tie up or put together is the Sybil connection. If you don't know, Sybil is a siren on Vampire Diaries. And quick sidebar, Vampire Diaries initiated me into seeing like all the different types of archetypes, I guess, like, you know, the vampire, the werewolf, the witch, the siren, the heretic. So it goes really deep, and obviously it's a show, so they can only show but so much. But you know, when you have a certain type of mind, you can connect and expand based off of what you're seeing. So siren energy. You know, mermaids are always shown in the public, or you know, like little Ariel and stuff, as just something cute. But then when you got the siren energy, and you think back to Odysseus and is it Odysseus or is it Oedipus? I think it's Odysseus who went on an adventure, and then he wound up getting caught up with the sirens because of the sound they was making and getting caught up in their beauty and things like that. But this siren on Vampire Diaries is very dark. You know what I'm saying? So she wound up catching two men and putting some type of spell on them so that they basically, oh, it's a dead frog. Thank you, frog. They're living to like serve her and do things for her. So if there's another woman that they liked previous year that they were involved with, say they was married, and she put a spell on them, that connection is like dampened, because now it's like you belong to Sybil. So you can't have a wife. Like, you live to serve me. And I feel like that's how I be feeling about men sometimes. Like, you live to serve me. But that's been my experience with my father, and he actually said that to me. Like, I think that was a part of our contract. Whoa, look at how beautiful this is. Stop, y'all. That's great. My experience with my father, that's what I was talking about. He is living to serve me. And there needs to be nothing wrong with the fact that somebody is alive to serve me. Again, it's part of the contract. And when I step into just my highest power, I'm a queen. Queens get served. With the freak, I just think that because there's a negative connotation to some of the things about queens, I'm like, oh, but I'm not that type of queen. But I don't have to give that disclaimer to nobody. It's just up to me to continue operating in my high integrity, you know. But with men, I love when they beg. I love when they are devoted. I love when they worship me. And it just gets me so excited. I was looking at pictures of worship yesterday, and sometimes it has like a dominant energy to it. So I'm not really into dominance. I'd rather be submissive and things like that. But I'm only going to be submissive to the man who literally worships me, who literally rips his heart out and gives it to me, who literally like, I'm into some deep stuff. And the things that me and my person in the future are going to do is really going to be some deep stuff, some soul contract stuff, some let's write it down in blood stuff and then eat the blood. All right, no. Yeah, that's just my vibes right now. And so sometimes I encounter men who I'm out on the street, and then they're like, oh, like, buy me some lunch or something. Like, they'll say something to where they're trying to get me to be the one to give some type of offering to them. And it's like, you want me. I'm literally not even paying no attention to you. You don't exist in my world right now. And then when you do start to exist in my world because I hear your voice, you want to ask me for something? You know, with the freak. And there's nothing wrong with someone asking for something, but that's just not the thing. You don't know me. You find me attractive. You want a piece of my energy, a piece of my beauty, and yet the first thing that comes to your mind is, let me ask her for something instead of let me offer her something. You're nuts. So there also has been men coming through with offerings for time, offerings for wisdom, offerings for certain location drops and things like that. Like, if I don't know how to get somewhere, then they'll either go into depth about how to show me the road, or literally walk, like, come with me. And I'm only okay with them coming with me if they're company doesn't bother me. Because when company starts bothering me and making me feel like I can't be in my full expression, you gotta go. You gotta get on. So I think what I'm embracing is this more accepting, receiving certain things. And if you're ready to give me your soul, I gotta be willing to take it, or at least use the medicine, extract the medicine, extract the medicine from the soul. Whew. But so another thing that inspired this video is when I was walking, some guy was trying to talk to me, and he was like, "Miss, can I get a minute? Can I just get a minute, please? Like, beg me." Yes, I'm still not gonna stop, because I don't prefer that type of energy. The energy that I prefer is the man who's gonna say the most outlandish stuff. Okay, even if it's not gonna get me to date him, it'll get me to stop and listen. So yeah, because this is one guy out here. He just stopped and looked at me, and the fact that he has the confidence to like literally stare me down and be like I don't know, it do something inside my body. I don't find him attractive or anything. It's the boldness. Like, the boldness gets my attention more than anything. You could be saying the corniest stuff, but if you're bold enough to say it, I'm like, all right, well, let me at least hear what you're talking about, because you had the balls to say something. I'm real into direct, and I'm also really turned off from being sexualized. I had this exchange with one of my old friends, and every time we have an exchange, it always gets to somehow something about my body, or something about me sending a full body picture, or something about me in the water. Like, I'm just like, that's so effing annoying. So when he do stuff like that, I be sending requests for funds, not because I'm actually sending the pictures or because I'm actually doing what he's telling me, but because if you have a request, so do I. Make mine happen. And then, I don't know. So it's not really a transactional thing that I'm experiencing, but it's like I'm so tired of just men who don't have the heart, men who don't have the courage, the bravery, men who don't have the words, the emotional capacity, men who don't have the money, men who don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, and a man don't even really have to have, I'm about to say, because obviously in this whole worldview of mine is we all are money, we are prosperity. So I guess when I'm saying the money, it's like the inability to recognize the prosperity within yourself, the inability to take a chance. If you say you want something, act on that something. And if you're not willing to act on it, then you really don't want it. And that energy is annoying to me, because when I want something, I act on it. And when I say I'm going to do something, I do it every time. And so if that energy is not existent in the man that I'm dating, and the man is supposed to be sliding up in me and stuff like that, are you crazy? No. So yeah, just a lot of insights, a lot of things about me expressing my power and seeing my power and looking at the position that I'm playing and what it is that I'm attracting, because I'm attracting a lot of experiences that are helping me to continue refining what it is that I want. And sometimes I get something and I think that I want it, and I'm like, actually no. So I just been fulfilling curiosities. I have been remaining lighthearted. Like, don't know, man got me mad about nothing. Because I will drop you. Like, it's just like that peace of mind card and that reading that I had just did previously. My reactions are different, my responses are different. Certain things that used to hit at me and get at me and make me respond in an emotional way, or just with some turbulence, I just don't care anymore, because I care about me more. Like, conservation of myself, conservation of my energy, and not being upset or shying away from expressing something because how it's going to make somebody else feel. I live too much of my life like that, where, I'm gonna try to say it like this, or I'm not going to do this because they might feel. I don't give a damn about how they might feel. I mean, I do, because I'm human and I have a heart and I'm compassionate. But when it comes to your feelings over my existence, your feelings over my peace, your existence, whatever, y'all get what I'm trying to do here. You're this and my this, it's gonna be me first. It's gonna be me first every time. And I will never feel bad about that. Me first every time. My preservation every time. I made it down to the beach. I think I'm gonna stop soon. And I low-key probably got everything I needed to say. I got it out already. Yeah, those have just been my experiences as of late. Just how different men have been helping me see myself. Because when I'm saying men, it could be like literally somebody sitting right there. Like, that's all I'm looking at as a man. It's not like I'm just involved in a whole bunch of different experiences, because I don't even have the capacity to keep up with that. It takes capacity to be dealing with multiple men. But that's actually another thing I want to talk about, is like if I could actually do that. Because I thought about that too, because sometimes it feels like one man isn't enough, or I'm asking too much from one man. Again, full worship, full devotion, full get down on your knees and beg for me. And actually, while you down there, thank God for the fact that I exist, so that you exist in this lifetime, so that we could love on and touch on and hold each other. Because just like I'm into devotion and worship, receiving it, I don't know just how much I would give it, but you're gonna feel good about doing everything that you're doing for me. Hi. So that's a beautiful thing. And then when Nicki Minaj said, I cut all my hitters off and they would still wife me. Yup, they would still wife me. Him too, he would still wife me. That's that be the vibe. And again, just like I had said before on Instagram, it's not about my exes having accessibility to me, or me having accessibility to get back with them, because that's not my desire to get back with none of them. It's the fact that they've saw me through so many different things. Some of them saw me through some real deep darkness, you understand? And we done had some arguments, some crazy stuff, some real turbulent times. And even with that turbulence existing, they're like, I would still choose you. I'd rather go through it with you than anybody else. And obviously that could be a reflection of their own, discomfort to move on and all that. But it's also a sign of my impact that I have on people, because I have experiences where, I see people and they like, yeah, once we're done, we're done. But if I were to open that door and give the opportunity, every single person I've dealt with before, they would take it. They would take it because they know who I am. They know what the F is going on. And that's me being humble, for real. So it's not to joke at them or to laugh at them, because if I had experienced somebody like me in my lifetime and let them go, or it didn't work out, I think I would always love them. I'm gonna always be like, what, if you ever want to try this thing again. But I'm also going to do what I can to change within myself, so that the same situation or the same experience with that amazing person isn't created. So if I gotta do my little growth thing, I'm gonna do my little growth thing, and my big one too, because it's like losing somebody that you love once and then losing them twice. I do be having a little romance novel type vibe in my head about how I'm supposed to be treated, and it be coming true. It's just, sometimes the men that say that they want me the most treat me the most loosely. Now I'm like, that's the experience that the way you was acting, I would have thought that we would be married by tomorrow. Not really. I've had that experience ever since I was younger. Like, people see me, they see my light, they see how amazing I am, they see that I am an asset, and yet when they actually get the ball, when it's their time to play the game, they freeze up, or just play around with it. And I'm not one to be played around with. I love to hear the way that I'm speaking right now and just putting together all of my experiences, especially doing this in front of the ocean. That feels good. That feels really, really good. This is exactly why I felt that nudge to start recording. Prayerfully, y'all hear me well. I want to sit down so I can finish recording. Here we go. Men have been teaching me so much about myself. I've been looking at my own. Hi, Stanka baby. I have been looking at my own energy. Hi, cutie. All of these different experiences are helping me learn more about myself and see my own strength, see how I could have been getting in my own way. It's so much. There's so much for me to see, and I'm so grateful that I'm here in Jamaica experiencing it. And I feel like I just heard whispers that that's because my husband is in Jamaica. And I didn't come here to find love. I came here to love on myself. I came here to return home to me, because this is like a home. And just as beautiful as this country is how beautiful as I am. Like, just as much resources and history and all that the country has, I have the same thing. So I'm just, I guess that was to let myself know and to the other people know that this is deep. this bond that we have, this bond with me in this country and all the things that I'm learning in this country, it's a deep bond and it's a beautiful one. And I'm excited to find my husband whenever I do find him. But I'm grateful for all of these experiences, grateful for everything that I'm learning, grateful for, yeah, just all the things. So thank you if you've helped me in any way, any way, right? Whether you done flirted with me and taught me in little ways how to flirt, whether, you know, something happened, we was being sexual and you done taught me something about my body, thank you for that. Whether you played in my face and you taught me to respect myself and honor myself and love myself and reminded me that if somebody won't, then somebody else will, and open the doors up for that somebody to come do it, you feel me? I don't know, I'm just grateful. I'm grateful for men, and I really love men. I really, really do. I really, really do. You know, I love their smiles. I love their muscles. I love their presence, right? And I'm talking about men, like real men. When they show up in a room, it make you want to look. Don't even got to talk about nothing. Their presence grounds you and makes you feel comfortable. You can be crazy. Not be crazy, but, you know, you can act how you act. And then the strong man that's protecting you is going to make you feel safe about acting that way. So it's just a lot of things. But yeah, I love men. I love how they show up. I love how they provide. I love a lot of things about the men. I'm just chatting now. But just know that the door is open for me to find the love of my life and get treated the way that I'm desiring to be treated. But I have to speak it. And all of these experiences are helping me speak it and helping me feel it. Outside of the romance novel that exists inside my head, I'm allowed to express it. I can express my desires. I can express my needs. I can express my wants. And that's another thing I wanted to tie up just real quick, is this whole idea that one man won't be enough. I had so much shame around saying that. And I don't really know how true it is. I just let the thought run. And this time I let it run without judgment. But yeah, it's like everybody is just here to please me, to worship me, to be devoted to me. I feel like 3 max, right? But I had to get comfortable. I'm gonna just try it out. The next time I talk to a man about what I'm looking for, I'll be like, you know, sometimes I think one man won't be enough and that I just need a few. And not for these low-level reasons that people in this world, these horny reasons that people have. I'm not trying to have sex with 3 people, no. But in my experience, one person just hasn't been enough to do all of the things. And obviously I do a lot for myself, and I know how to do a lot for myself. So that continues. It just expands in relationship. And if you can't do half of the things that I do for me, we don't need to be chatting. If you don't pay attention to me half as much as I pay attention to me, we don't need to be in relationship. I don't share. Sharing is not an experience of mine, which is why that Sybil comes through. Once you are in my orb, once you are in my realm, once you are connected to me, you always are, and in a way that benefits me. So, all right, I think I talked about it all now. I'm gonna go settle myself and get in the water, even though it's a rainy day. It's a beautiful day and the water is here, and I have some things to shed. Okay, so I actually have some more things to say because I got into the water, and when I came out, I just had a few more things to chat about, right? When I was talking about how much I love men, or just reflecting back on that I love men thing, I'm thinking about how the world was created perfectly, how everything has its match. And I feel like with men and women, if we're just going to stay to that type, because obviously those aren't the only relationships that exist. I don't want to, you know, close that out. But, okay. It's all happening perfectly. Just like how women have this inner, we have our womb that is on the inside, right? You have the interest, and then men is outer, it's the outside. It's like there's such a beautiful reflection of this divine and masculine energy within our bodies. You got a phallus, it pokes out, it sticks out. That's what the sun does. And so the way that the sun and the moon balance each other, I love that. So if I love the sun, I gotta love the men, okay? Because they are, it's an archetypal manifestation. Men are archetypal manifestation of the sun. That just came through. And women are an archetypal manifestation of the moon. and both are very, very powerful and very, very strong, and both have times when things are dark and when things are light. And then we have these eclipses. And so when I look at the relationships that men and women have, it's like we all have our own season of eclipse. We all have our own season of shining bright. We all have our own season of darkness as it exists in these relationships. And yeah, I love that. I love men for their ability to logicize. I love them for their ability to build and to protect. I love them for their strength, but then also for their own softness. When a man is connected to his femininity, the way that he takes care of himself, like, it's just really, really dope. And so I love them, and I also think they're very, very interesting because some of them really should be studied. I wanted to make sure that I added that little tidbit in here too. I really love men, and I have a lot of respect for them, which is a really big parallel from a few years ago where I hated men. I couldn't think about being married, like none of it. And now when I think about marriage, I'll be like, do I need two of y'all? But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and for sure wrap this up this time, I think. Because I'm all out of it. But I did want to ask too, like, do y'all have any similar experiences, or if you are a man watching, like, how did this make you feel? You know what I'm saying? Just what are your thoughts? What are your experiences around how your experience with a human has shaped you into refining how it is that you want to show up and how you want to exist and how you want to be seen? Because even when I'm thinking about being seen, I'm thinking about my partner. Like, you about to be seen with me. That's a big deal. You are about to be seen with me. Me? That's a big deal. So I'm done ranting and chatting. And honestly, if I do have something else to say, I might just put it inside the description and word it out like that, because I'm getting real long-winded, and this is just supposed to be short and cute. Peace and many blessings. Thank you for watching.